Hi, my name is Gerhard Gschwandtner, and welcome to Selling Power TV. Today, we have the great pleasure of speaking with Zeenath Kuraisha in Singapore, and she is the CEO of APACSMA. Welcome, Zeenath.
Hey, hi, Gerhard. Thank you for having me here.
Tell us about your organization. What exactly is it that you do?
We are an award-winning sales academy and sales enablement services and support for a lot of enterprise and SaaS companies. So we help companies grow their market share and customer share, develop more customer-oriented, customer-focused sales professionals across different sales roles that they may have. So we're headquartered in Singapore, serving a global market. A lot of our clients are IT enterprises, and most of the clients are RHQ, like Singapore-based, but we do work with a lot of global organizations. Our certification is structured in a way that it would apply to any sales professionals coming from any country or industry, going through a rigorous program according to the sales roles requirement, selling into industries, selling into different executives, and all the skills and the processes and everything else. So when they come out, they kind of know what exactly how to serve different markets and different clients according to different situation. Unlike other great players like Miller Heiman or Spin, Challenger or Medpic, they have a very particular methodology that somebody's trained into. Right. So what happens is you mold them into that shell. When they go into a workplace, they are trained to only operate in that model. But what we do is we kind of give them an education around all the different various methodologies that's available. So as a sales professional, you know exactly what's there in different components, and you're an informed, educated salesperson, and you know exactly what to do and when to apply what process.
What are the leading job categories that you provide training for?
We kind of have everything from prospecting to account management, all the different roles that you would think of. But interestingly, our top selling ones are always, the first category, the SDR, inside sales component, the account management, sales engineers, and sales operations, interestingly.
Can you share what do people learn when they go to an inside sales program at your academy?
So we always start with business fundamentals and sales fundamentals, because I think anybody getting into an inside sales role would definitely need to have that acumen, because otherwise you're going to step in, you're just going to sound like, okay, this is my script. I'm going to introduce myself. I'm going to greet. I'm going to say this. But you need to understand how businesses function. Why are they buying solution? What are their pain points? What are their challenges? How different industries function? What are their trends? What are, the stuff like that. And then we go into proper prospecting cadence, cold calling, warm calling, and then how do you sell into different industries? How do you sell into different personas or kind of complex sales environment? What are the AI or digital sales or processes and practices involved in operating, keeping yourself productive and efficient during a inside sales in a telecall situation or virtual sales situation? We got closing strategies, negotiation strategies, and we also have soft skills that an individual will need, to develop themselves as a customer-focused sales professional.
So you also mentioned sales engineers. Why do they need specialized sales training?
Interesting question, right? Because a lot of pre-sales and post-sales engineers or sales engineers always say, it's not me, it's not for me, I don't sell anything, But then the thing is, they do get involved in a customer engagement scenario where they got to put the proof of concept, they probably got to do demos, they got to probably work with the external extended team members to come up with a proposal, contribute their part in the proposal stage, and probably maybe involved in certain client situations. So they have to be skilled or trained in that area in terms of how do you deal with clients, right? And how does this apply to them, and how do they think in a complex sales situation? How do you address different stakeholders? How do you do presentation or demos effectively, and how do you address certain pain point or questioning techniques that you need to apply when doing certain things, So there are a lot of nuances. Yes, you're good in technical part, but when it comes to customer engagement and sales cues and sales nuances, that's where you need to be.
So you mentioned also sales operations. I get a sense that profession is growing very rapidly.
Yeah, it is. So when we came up with sales operation, initially we had no idea of putting that program together, with no intention at all. But then there was one individual from a sales company said, hey, you know what, I'm in this role and I don't see anything for me, and it was that one individual that we wanted to serve, and we wanted to make sure that she gets what she wants. And that's how we put this program together. And by God, miracle or what, I don't know, but it kind of sold. It was very popular. A lot of people bought it, and it was very very fruitful for us, from that sense. So for sales operation, I also see that there's a growth there in this underserved market. And what we do is, like, we put together another program where you're not treated like an administrator or someone who's just working on deals and opportunities and just turning on that stuff, but it's someone who kind of involved in a strategic process as well. It teaches someone to not just do presentation and business review meetings or presentations, but more on forecasting and how do you kind of look at market competitive analytics, to come out with product strategy, product direction, and how do you, as a key player of sales ops, work with all the different stakeholders within the company to put your input to change the way we sales operate.
Where can people learn more?
They can go to www.apacsma.com, and there's a Sales Academy page which has all the certifications listed there. They can go into there, and it's very comprehensive. You can see everything that's been covered in that module.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Gerhard.